Imagine a poor indigenous boy in Guatemala, a farmer's son, whose family could not afford a notebook and pencil to send him to school. How likely is it that a kind stranger would give him the notebook and pencil so that he could attend school? Not very likely. Now, how likely is it that this poor boy would go to the university, or that during Guatemala's long civil war, he would narrowly escape death, not once, but 3 times? Finally, how likely is it that this same boy would one day establish a high-quality college prep school for poor indigenous children? None of that is likely. Jorge Chojolan had 3 close calls with death as a Guatemalan student activist. Those brushes with death clarified his life purpose. Jorge resolved to build a school where poor indigenous students could get a top-notch education and rise out of poverty. He wanted students to think critically on controversial topics like human rights, racism, sexism, the environment, and Guatemala's decades-long civil war. Jorge Chojolan built his school just as he envisioned. The Miguel Ángel Asturias Academy has been operating for 30 years. It is our education partner in Guatemala. The Academy's high-quality education is reflected in its university admission rate. Nationally, only 3% of students go to the university, but at the Academy, that figure is 80%. As Jorge and his wife Veronica built their school, they were blessed with 4 daughters. Those 4 girls grew up to become a physician, a dentist, a lawyer, and an educator/architect. In addition to practicing their professions, all 4 daughters volunteer at the school. Laura provides free medical care and will one day take over as superintendent. Patricia provides free dental care and also teaches math and physics. Carla teaches English and handles legal affairs. Katy supervises the curriculum and with her architectural training will oversee building expansion. Slowly, Jorge is transferring operation of the school to his daughters. This is the transformative power of education for girls. Gendap now sponsors 3 students, and we got to meet 2 of them. Gabriela enjoys reading and drawing. Yari has shown a real aptitude for math. We also sponsor Jimena, who wrote us this lovely message. I am very thankful to you. You have given me the opportunity to obtain a full scholarship and keep on studying. It has been a great help because my mom is a single mother and she is trying really hard to help me and my sister. Educating a girl means more than books and tuition. Basic physical needs must be addressed first. Most of our education partners serve healthy meals at school, provide medical, dental, and vision care, and visit homes. Here is a compelling example from Uganda. In rural Uganda, people make bargains with danger every single day. They have to just to survive. This truth came home for us in a powerful way this past summer when drought caused severe water shortages at the school run by our partner, Uganda Empowers. We proudly sponsor 10 girls to attend this school. During the drought, though, students missed 2 hours of class time every day to fetch water from distant water holes. That was necessary to meet the drinking and cooking needs of the school. These water holes are fetid pools of water, shared with animals and cattle, and contaminated with animal waste. People get sick from the water, and in a country where few people swim, some have fallen in and tragically drowned. After filling their jerry cans, students carried the water back to the school. The danger of the situation, the risk of disease, and the wasted learning time made this situation a priority for us. With the help of a generous donor, we funded a water collection system conceived by Uganda Empowers Director John Bosco Matsiko. John Bosco planned for rainwater to be collected from the steep roof of the teacher's house and piped into a gigantic tank. Local laborers built a sturdy concrete pad and a strong circular wall to protect the tank from punctures. Today, a few weeks later, school children enjoy clean, refreshing water.
Hi everyone from Gendap. I'm here with the kids. What they are doing now is they are getting water direct for drinking. Thank you so much, Gendap team.
It brings us joy to see this huge improvement in the children's health and safety. Our education partner in Honduras, called Our Little Roses, was founded by Dr. Diana Frada more than 30 years ago. Why did she establish this loving home and school for girls? Diana tells the story. I noticed there were children on the street. They were sniffing glue. They were begging for money. They were living in the street. And I always thought they were boys. Then I found out that a lot of those boys were actually little girls dressed up as boys. Why? So that they could avoid being abused sexually by predators. The little girls she spoke of lived in the streets while their mothers worked. Some had been abandoned. One newborn girl was even rescued from a trash can. Today, 65 girls, rescued from the streets, thrive in a warm, nurturing home where they are loved, cared for, and educated through college or technical school. They visit regularly with their parents, provided that is safe. 100% of the girls have experienced trauma, abuse, neglect, begging, or sex trafficking. Upon arrival, they receive psychological support as they slowly mainstream into Our Little Roses Spanish-English bilingual school. An astonishing 97% of the girls graduate. They become teachers, social workers, beauticians, graphic designers, dentists, and engineers. All this occurs in a country where 70% of the population lives in poverty and 40% in abject poverty. Yasmin arrived at Our Little Roses, which we'll now call OLR, when she was 2 years old. She loved learning, and thanks to the bilingual instruction, Yasmin learned to speak perfect, accentless English. Growing up, she saw that education could end poverty, and that inspired her to become an educator. Today, Yasmin teaches while completing a master's degree in special education. She earns the love of her children and the trust of their parents because she sets high standards for her students and helps each child achieve them. Here is Yoseline, shown with an OLR board member at a fundraiser. Yoseline was born in a women's prison and lived there until she was 7 years old. During those years, she received no education whatsoever. With her mother's blessing, she was brought to OLR. Initially, she was terrified. She'd never seen life outside the prison. Quickly, though, she came to enjoy the warm baths, good food, class time, and the other girls. Today, Jocelyn works as a quality supervisor in a call center while attending the university. She has nearly completed her degree in hospitality management. Jocelyn aspires to manage a hotel one day. Our education partner, the Cambodian Village Fund, is changing the face of rural Cambodia, improving the lives of children, especially girls, through education. Until the arrival of the Cambodian Village Fund, parents saw no reason to educate girls beyond primary school. Only the boys attended secondary school. The Cambodian Village Fund partnered with local monk Sovachia to change hearts and minds. Sovachia persuaded the parents, and the Cambodian Village Fund provided sponsors. Today, the Cambodian Village Fund sponsors girls all the way through college. The young women have moved into professional jobs, using their earnings to provide better food, housing, and medical care for their parents. We are proud to sponsor Srey Mao and Srey Noon. Srey Mao is in her third year of law school. Srey Noon is studying hospitality and tourism. She aspires to operate her own tour business one day. Wonder why so many names begin with Srey? It means girl in Khmer and is combined with loyal, happy, or lovely to name girls.